Hi guys, and welcome to GISTUBE TV, where we thrill you with amazing video all day long. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit the notification bell after you subscribe to this channel. Chaos in Afghanistan as Taliban take over, and also there is an earthquake in Haiti. The Taliban have moved closer to retaking full control of Afghanistan. The capital, Kabul, is the only major city left in the government's hand. So on Sunday, militants took over control of Jalalabad. There was no fight actually when they took over. There are no clashes taking place in the state because the governor has surrendered to the Taliban. They allow passage to the Taliban was the only way to save civilian lives, according to the governor of Jalalabad. Now over a 250,000 people, that is about 250,000 humans, have been displaced by the fighting, and many have sought refuge in Kabul. The president of Afghanistan, Ashraf Ghani, is under pressure to resign, and it looks like he has to make a choice between surrendering or fighting to hold the capital. Now, however, reports have it that they have entered Kabul with little resistance met. Now, if you're wondering who the Taliban are, they are a group of people that came together after the civil war. They made a pledge to save the city, basically to fight corruption and improve security. They emerged in the civil war that followed the withdrawal of the Soviet troops in 1989, predominantly in the southwest and the Pakistan border areas. By 1998, they had taken full control of almost all the country. Now they are everywhere in Kabul. They made a pledge for national peace talks, but many fear that there is going to be civil war coming in with a far more dangerous outcome than what is currently happening. Remember that the Taliban have actually waged war against US for a very long time, but now they are trying to take full control of the city of Afghanistan, such that they want to turn the city back into a Taliban-led country. Several people are reported killed at Kabul airport as Afghans flee following the Taliban takeover of the country. The US has said that all its embassy staff have been evacuated to the airport, and more than 60 countries have issued a joint statement calling on the Taliban to allow people to leave. Actually, according to reports, people are even killing themselves at the airports because they are trying to leave the country very, very soon, like in a rush, and at the airport they are beginning to kill themselves. The militants slipped away and regrouped, which is why they are coming back now to attack people in Afghanistan. Currently, what is happening is that the Taliban are everywhere. There are these checkpoints, which used to be the official police or army barricades. There is panic in the city. They are controlling traffic. The Taliban are searching cars, and they are especially searching vehicles that used to belong to the police and the army. They have taken all of those vehicles, and now the Taliban are the ones using them. In the city center, life is somehow kind of normal. The traffic is not very much, but most of the shops are closed. People look calmer, but everybody is furious. Some people are on the streets. They are not even taking COVID-19 precautions, which is something that actually killed millions of people in Afghanistan. As soon as you approach main entrance gates in the airports, it is catastrophic. Families, kids, young, old, everybody are walking to the airport, struggling to leave the country. We don't know what is going to happen now in Afghanistan, seeing as the Taliban want to take over. Now, the US and the Taliban have kind of had a war going on now since 2000 to 2021, so over 21 years of civil war and unrest in that country, with the first major attack and the 9/11 attack. Remember the September 11, 2001 attack by Osama bin Laden in association with the Al-Qaeda, which is like the most dangerous terrorist attack that has happened on the soil of the United States. There's been several like that has gone on in the course of this civil war in Afghanistan. But now that Taliban are beginning to take over, one cannot really tell the future of Afghanistan, because now that they've taken over Jalalabad, it means that they have access to Pakistan, because that is the major road dividing Afghanistan from Pakistan. And if they are able to enter into Pakistan, you can tell already that there is a major war brewing in that part of the world. In other news, there is earthquake in the city of Haiti. Officials have confirmed that at least 1,297 people are dead after a powerful 7.2 magnitude earthquake hit the Caribbean nation. Rescuers are trying to pick up the rubble in a desperate search for any survivors. Homes, churches, schools were among buildings flattened in this quake. Some hospitals have been left overwhelmed and in need of supplies. Unknown number of people are still missing, and about 5,700 people so far have been injured. This disaster compounds the problems facing the impoverished nation, which is already reeling from a political crisis following the assassination of its president last month. Remember that last month the Haiti president was assassinated and his wife was even hospitalized for a period of time following wounds from the gunshots. The southwest of Haiti appears to have suffered the worst of the damage, especially around the city of Les Cayes. Footage on social media shows residents desperately trying to pull victims from ruined buildings. The streets are filled with screaming, according to the head of an Anglican church in Les Cayes. It says people are searching for loved ones or resources, medical help, and water. The epicenter of the earthquake was about 12 kilometers from the town of St. Louis de Sode, the U.S. Geological Survey says. But the tremor that follows earthquake was felt densely some 125 kilometers away and also in some neighboring countries. Normal prime ministers, presidents are coming to show support for the people of Haiti. Most people saying the most important thing is to recover as many survivors as possible under the rubble, and that they've learned that local hospitals are overwhelmed. Of course, the international community, of course, has promised to help. The U.S. President Joe Biden said he has authorized an immediate U.S. response through the USAID. The United Nations also said it was supporting the rescue efforts. The neighboring Dominican Republic has offered to send food and medical equipment, with Cuba also reportedly deploying more than 250 doctors. About 1,500 houses have been completely destroyed and 3,000 damaged. Oh my goodness, I hope they are able to help these people out, at least give them some tokens to start life all over again, because there are so many figures here now. Aftershocks that were felt after the initial tremor reveals that earthquake could result in thousands of fatalities, and injuries. Remember that an earthquake in 2010 that hit Haiti also killed more than 200,000 people and caused extensive damage to the country's infrastructure and economy. Now, so many things are happening in the world at the same time. There is a real-life horror movie currently taking place in Afghanistan, because the president of the country, in fact, has had to flee the country. He fled and is reportedly in Uzbekistan. That is for you to know how terrible things are going on in Afghanistan at the moment. And this is not a pray for Afghanistan situation. That is not what is going to occur now, because at the end of the day, only God can. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. I'll give you uploads and updates of what is happening in Afghanistan and the crisis that has hit Haiti following the earthquake that they just experienced very recently. Take care of yourself, guys. If you enjoyed this video, also remember to subscribe to this channel and like this video too. Bye.